we are a multiracial, multi-ethnic country. And I think now it has become a huge wedge issue. This notion that diversity, equity, and inclusion is about, if you will, making the nation more multicultural and multi-ethnic. And the reverse of that, it seems, is that we don't want to be that. And I'm saying, well, whether we want to be that or not, we are that.
I think what's at the crux of what we're talking about is that conversation around who we are as a nation. What is the purpose of higher education? We have a tendency to even become numb to hearing this term DEI, right? But I think that it's important to consider that the moment that DEI becomes a box to be checked, right? That's where we really should take a moment to do some very deep introspection and redefine what those goals really truly are.
Higher education right now is being questioned, right? I'm sure you've seen the articles in the Chronicle where people are asking, should we even be attending college, right? What's the value? For my business colleague, what's the ROI, right, of attending a college? So people are asking the same thing. What's the ROI of diversity?
When you have diverse perspectives, diverse backgrounds, difference of opinions in the room, debating, dialoguing, having conversation, you're likely to get better results. And so I think part of this conversation needs to be, if you don't do it, what are you losing?
It's not just students that have to buy in, but it's a lot of faculty, a lot of staff, and alumni that will withhold their money from institutions, from initiatives, from people that are doing this work. And so then the question becomes, well, is that the money we want anyways?
That's one of the things that really impressed me about UMBC was the degree to which campus-wide the entire campus community pulls together. So to me, I think it's been an effort. Somehow that institution was able to get a tremendous amount of buy-in clear across campus for the direction that it was moving.
What's most unfortunate about some of these DEI, anti-DEI initiatives, as far as the diversity part goes, is that they're not actually talking about what they think they're talking about, right? It's just like this conversation about anti-CRT. They couldn't tell you what CRT was if you gave them a lot of money, right? Part of what the conversation about equity ends up forcing people to realize is that the playing field was never leveled, and that the assumptions about sameness, fairness, and meritocracy get turned on their head because of anti-black and other forms of racism that got white privilege and white advantage and white supremacy to where it is.
One of the questions that you posed to us, and the ones that you prepared was just like, is this trend gonna continue? Like, what does this look like in the future? And the answer is absolutely yes. DEI is the new CRT, right? And so when we're looking at media analyses of what was going on around the last election cycle, we see huge bumps in conversations about CRT, how many times it's mentioned on the news daily, and then as soon as the election ends, nothing. We've heard nothing about it. And now what we're hearing about is DEI, DEI, DEI. There's a lot of people that are against what they believe diversity means, and that is red meat for a conservative base of individuals. And I wish that I could say it was going to get better, but it's not, and it's going to get worse because it works, and it gets people to turn out, and it gets people to vote. And so it's not just about race or black people, it's about gender, it's about the LGBTQ community, it's about non-binary individuals, it's about religious folks, it's about everybody getting closer to freedom, right? Not just one group, and how we can all work together, to make that happen.
So therefore, go forth and be leaders. Thank you.